The best managers of human resources are those that are involved in charity works. Welcome to section 10 of chapter 4 of the Holy Quran. Chapter 4 being Surah An-Nisa. Surah An-Nisa. Uh, let's go. It begins with sign 71. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, huzu hisrakum. O ye who believe, take your precautions. Huzu hisrakum, take your precautions. فَإِنْفِرُوا فَإِنْفِرُوا شُبَاتٍ فَإِنْفِرُوا شُبَاتٍ أو انفروا جميعا. Uh, and either go forth in parties to buy a thing, in parties, or go forth altogether جميعا أو انفروا جميعا. There is a note to read, and that is 588. And 588 is about going forth altogether. 588. The fight should be undertaken without the preparations. Without the fight should be undertaken without due preparations and precautions. When these are taken, we must go boldly forward. We must go boldly forward. Go forth into full stop. Then in inverted commas, go forth. Go forth is in inverted commas. So go forth is therefore repeated for emphasis. But we must go forth in a collective spirit and not in a selfish spirit, either in small parties or all together, as our leader determines, full stop. We must not tarry the like the doubter in the next two verses. And that's note 588 to sign 71. Let's go to that's note 588 to sign 71. Let's go to sign 72. وَإِنَّ مِنْكُمْ لَمَنْ يُتَبِّئَنَّ فَإِنْ أَصَابَكُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالَ قَدْ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيَّ إِذْ لَمْ أَكُنْ مَعَهُمْ شَهِيدًا. There are certainly among you men who would tarry behind, who will tarry behind. If a misfortune befalls them, in asabakum musibatan, if a misfortune befalls them, they say, Kala, God did favor us indeed that we are not present among them. Kala, kat an ama, Allahu, Allah, kat alfama Allahu, Alayya is lam akun ma'ahum shahidan. God did favor us at Amma. in that we were not present among them. Mm. Lam akun ma'ahum shahidan. There is a note to read 589. It's against tarrying behind. Mm. La yuta bi anna. The doubter. Oh my God. Note 589. The doubter detaches himself in thought and action from the community. If the general body has a reverse, he blesses God that he was not among them, instead of being ashamed of himself for desertion. Full stop. If the general body wins a success, he does not rejoice for the common cause, but only regrets for himself that he was not there to share in the glory and the gains. And that was note 589 to sign 72. Let's go to sign 73. وإن وإن أصابكم فضل وإن أصابكم فضل من الله ليقولون ليقولون كأن لم تكن بي كأن لم تكن بينكم. But if a good fortune comes to you from God, they will be sure to say, as if there had never been ties of affection between you. As if they had not. كَإِنْ لَمْ يَكُنْ بَيْنَكُمْ وَبَيْنَهُمْ مَوَدَّةٌ بَيْنَكُمْ وَبَيْنَهُمْ مَوَدَّةٌ. uh, as if there had never been ties of affection between you and them. يا ليتني كنت يا ليتني كنت معهم يا ليتني كنت معهم. Uh, oh, I wish I had been with them. يا ليتني كنت معهم. I wish I had been with them. ف ف فأفو sorry فأفوز فوزا عظيما. فأفوز فوزا عظيما. I wish uh, I wish I had been with them. A fine thing should I then have made of it. A fine thing should I then have made of it. Eh? Kuntu فأفو فأفوز فوزا عظيما. فأفوز فوزا عظيما. A fine thing should I then have made of it. We go to note 590. You go to sign 590. 950. Oh, that's it. 590 rather. 590. Just a selfish man's just a selfish man's thought. Full stop. Such men are far from being a source of strength to their community. They are no they are they are no use in a fight. They are no use in a fight. And the great verse by implication discuss them. That's all. And that's note 590 to sign 73. We now go to sign 74. فيقاتل في سبيل الله فيقاتل في سبيل الله. Let those fight in the cause of God. الذين يشرون الحياة الدنيا بالآخرة. Uh, who sell the life of this world for the hereafter. Dunya, ahirati, world, hereafter. So let those fight in the cause of God who sell the life of this world to the hereafter. Bil ahirati. About dunya bil ahirati. ومن يقاتل ومن يقاتل في سبيل الله فيقتل. ومن يقاتل في سبيل الله فيقتل أو يغلب. فسوف نؤتيه أجرا عظيما. أجرا عظيما. Great reward. أجرا عظيما. Great reward. To him who fighteth in the cause of God, ومن يقاتل في سبيل الله فيقتل in the face of God فيقتل أو يغلب فيقتل أو يغلب in the fight of God, whether he is slain, يقتل, or gets victory, يغلب, or gains victory. Soon shall we give him a reward of great value. Value is in brackets. Without it, it is a reward of great. Doesn't make sense. So let me take it again. To him who fighteth in the cause of God, whether he is slain or gets victory, dash, soon shall we give him a reward of great value. For soon, Nukti, he give him, Ajrun Azim, a reward of great, a reward of great value. A reward of great value. And that is that is Psalm 74. Psalm 74. And the note to it is 591. That's selling the world, selling this world in place of the hereafter, for the hereafter. 591. 591. It is not very one. It is not, sorry, it is not everyone. It is not everyone, comma, dash, list of all, poltrons. Poltrons is spelled Poltroons. List of all poltrons and faint-hearted hyphenated persons, dash, who is fit to fight in the cause of God, full stop. To do so is a privilege, and those who understand the practice are prepared to sacrifice all their interests in this life, and this life itself. All their interests in this life and this life itself. So, according to this commentator, fighting in the cause of God is privilege. It's only those who are privileged that can fight in the cause of God. In other words, brave people, you see it as a privilege, not as punishment. Okay. And this life, semicolon. For they know that it is the sacrifice of something fleeing. So, for they know that it is the sacrifice of something fleeting and of little value for the sake of something everlasting and of immense value. That's comparing this life to the hereafter. Of this life is something fleeting and little value inside this life, in this life, for the sake of something everlasting and immense value. That's hereafter. Whether in appearance, in appearance is in brackets, without it reads, whether for the sake of something everlasting or whether for the sake of something everlasting and of immense value. Oh, no. Uh, whether whether they win, eh, whether in appearance, in brackets, so without brackets, it reads, whether they win or lose, in reality, they win the prize for which they are fighting. So, if you fight in the cause of God and you win the fight in this world, you have won. If you lose and you are killed, you still win a prize. You still win a prize. Win a prize for which they are fighting, namely honor and glory in the sight of God. Honor and glory in the sight of God. Note that the only alternatives here are death or victory. So when you're going to war, you must know that you either come back home or you don't come back home. My grandfather went to the Boer War, first Boer War, fought, came back home. He went back the second time and he never came back home. My grandfather called Usman. This was narrated to me by my father. He went, he came back. He went, he didn't come back. So we should all praise soldiers. They will tell the family, I'm going. I rather come back or I don't come back. But this Quran is telling us we shouldn't worry. If he comes back with victory, fine. If he doesn't come back, he's still victorious. He's going to get great reward. He's going to get a great reward from God, mm, namely honor and glory in the sight of God. Full stop. Note that the only alternatives are death or victory. Oh, we've done it. The true fighter knows no defeat. The true fighter knows no defeat. And that is note 591 to sign 74. To sign 74. We now go to sign 75. وما لكم لا تقاتلوا وما لكم لا يقاتلون في سبيل الله. And why should ye not fight in the cause of God? والمستد والمستضعفين والمستضعفين من الرجال والنساء والولدان الذين الذين يقولون ربنا أخرجنا من القرية هذه القرية. Okay, let's stop there. And why should ye not fight in the cause of God? وَمَا لَكُمْ لَا تُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ in the way of God. وَالْمُسْتَدْعُونَ وَالْمُسْتَضْعَفِينَ, and of those being weak. مُسْتَضْعَفِينَ, of those being weak. Uh, and those being weak are ill-treated. Those being weak are ill-treated. والمستضعفين من الرجال والنساء, those being weak and ill-treated and oppressed. Men, رجال, men, رجال, الرجال, men, الرجال, والنساء, women, النساء, women, والولدان and children, والولدان and children, whose cry is يقولون, whose cry is يقولون is here they are crying, not they are talking. يقولون ربنا اخرجنا من هذه القرية. Our Lord, rescue us from this town whose people are oppressors. القرية الظالمين أهلها الظالم الظالم. So الظالم أهلها الظالم أهلها, sorry, الظالم. Let me take it again. ربنا اخرجنا من هذه القرية الظالم أهلها واجعل لنا من لدنك وليا. Rescue us from this town whose people are oppressors. Zalimin ahluha, and raise for us from thee one who will protect. Wa each allana, raise from us, min ladunka, from thee, waliyan, one who will protect. Wa each allana, min ladunka, nasiran, and raise for us thee, thee one who will help, and raise for us from thee, and raise for us from thee one who will protect. Min ladunka nasiran. So you see, as I read presently, it's happening. You see how the Israelis are killing Palestinians, destroying their homes, and even preventing food from getting to them. They are those crying and saying, Rabbana ij'alna min hazihi al-quryatin zalimin ahluha. They are those crying and saying, rescue us from this town whose people are oppressors. That's why the Palestinians are crying, saying, even though the land is not even for the Israelis, even though the land is for them. So this verse tells us that God is listening to their prayers. You can see that in the text it is the land belongs to the oppressors, but here the land doesn't even belong to the oppressors. Let's see the one who will help. Yeah. Now let's go to Psalm 76. الذين آمنوا يقاتلون في سبيل الله. الذين آمنوا يقاتلون في سبيل الله. Those who believe fight in the cause of God. والذين كفروا يقاتلون في سبيل الطاغوت. And those who reject faith fight in the cause of evil. Into brackets, Tagut. Tagut has previously been described as evil. So anything evil is Tagut. And those who reject faith fight in the cause of Tagut. Fakatilu awliya'a. Fakatilu awliya'a shaitani. فقاتلوا أولياء الشيطان. So fight ye against the friends of Satan, أولياء الشيطان. From this, fight ye uh, the friends of Satan. إن إن كيد الشيطان إن كيد الشيطان كان ضعيفا. إن كيد الشيطان كيد ضعيفا. Feeble indeed, ضعيفا, feeble. Feeble indeed is the canon of Satan. Kaida, canon. Cunning. Kaida's canon. Feeble indeed is the canon of Satan. Uh, oh, we left out a number of we left out a number of notes, and that is note. That's note 592 to 75 against weak, being weak. 952. Mustad af is spelled in English. Mustad af and in italics equals. Mustad af equals one reckoned weak and therefore ill-treated and oppressed. Yes, that is it precisely. The Palestinians are seen to be weak, and they are ill-treated for that, for being weak. They are ill-treated and oppressed for being weak. One reckoned weak, and therefore ill-treated and oppressed. And we are asked to go to compare 498. We haven't gotten there yet. And then 7150. We haven't gotten there yet either. But let's see if we can do 498. 498. 4 498. For brevity, we'll just read the English side. 498. Except those who are really weak, really in brackets, except those who are really weak and oppressed. So you see, weak and oppressed, weak and oppressed are mentioned here too, except those who are really weak and oppressed, men, women, and children who have no means in their power, nor can they find a way to escape in brackets. Fine. Now let's go to 7150. So men, women, and children who are weak and cannot fight, they are weak and they are being oppressed for that. Let's go to 150. 7. Is it 150? 7. Yes, 150. 7 150. In English again. When Moses came back to his people, angry and aggrieved, he said, "Evil it is that ye have done in my place, that ye have done in my place, in my absence. Did ye make haste to bring on the judgment of thy Lord?" He put down the tablets, seized, seized his seized his head, that's Aaron's head, and dragged him. And Aaron said, or Son of my mother, the people did indeed reckon me as not. That's